And this is Jim Mafale. We are Miles and Mafale, because those are our names. And when we started working on this song, the thoughts that were going through our head were about how when you're young, the things that happen to you, that you experience when you're a kid, when you're a child, they stick with you. They sort of make a framework that you live inside, whether you realize it's there or not, like an invisible thing, a structure that you're in, and you live there through your whole life, and it affects those memories, and a lot of them are the negative ones you hold on to. They stay with you your whole life, and they change your decisions. They affect your decisions. And a few years ago, we happened to move into the house that I grew up in. So in the process of writing the song, and the process of fixing up the house, my dad was an alcoholic. So the process of doing both of those things in that space was a bit of work, but it was good work. There's a hole in the wall right behind the dresser. There's a hole in the wall beneath the kitchen sink. There are holes in the walls of every single room inside this house. I scream and I shout every time that I am angry. I cry and I wail every time that I get hurt. I steam and I vent all of my frustrations into every single hole inside this house. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I lived my life in, every single hour of every day. All the times I was told I was useless and ungrateful, the pain and the sadness turned to anger and self-doubt, a foundation built to last beneath my sturdy prison. Though I struggled, I just could not let me out. But the rooms in this house, well, they started getting smaller. The walls, they bulged and swelled. There was no room left to breathe. I pulled all the shades so I wouldn't scare the neighbors. Would I die before I found the strength to leave? This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I lived my life in, every single hour of every day. There is a house you can find all across this country, houses you will find from sea to shining sea, in every shape and every size, from mansions to apartments. You'll find lost but hopeful children, just like me. No one else could save me, I had to decide. I broke the windows and the doors and pushed the shards aside. No one else could save me, I had to make the choice. I chose to let the light in, I chose to let the light out, I chose to raise my voice, raise my voice. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I lived my life in, every single hour, every single hour, every single hour of every day. Ooh, every day. We have a dog at home waiting for us. His name is Walter, 90 pounds of crazy and fun. And even if you're not a dog person, if you're like a cat person or a snake person or a chinchilla person or an elephant, whatever your thing is, having a creature in your life that you are sort of responsible for makes you a better person. We're rescue people, so like we're big on that. But you know, they talk about we need them, but they need us, but we need them just the same. Kenny, the strong man of the circus, he never smiled when the crowd stood up to cheer. year he'd close his eyes, lifting a barbell up over his head, night after night, night after night. Kenny grew up under the big top. Nobody claimed him a boy, wandering, lost, found by the clowns, scribbled on paper and pinned to his shirt, only his name, only his name. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling the air. Kenny dreamed of leaving the big top. The circus was family, but still he felt alone, though he couldn't say why. Rolling past houses that didn't have wheels, with lights on inside, with lights on inside. Then Kenny found Lulu one rainy night, whimpering under his trailer, a small ball of fur. Curled up, she fed in the palm of his hand, impossibly light, impossibly light. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling the air. Kenny called Lulu his dancing girl. She wore a pink tutu, the children would laugh as she twirled around. When the calliope started to play, she couldn't wait, she couldn't wait. For years they led the big parade. She danced until her final day. She was the strongman's child, they say. She taught him how to smile, they say. Kenny, the strong man of the circus, he thinks of Lulu, then strides into the ring to the roar of the crowd, lifting his barbell up over his head, night after night, impossibly light. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling